Because they both cost me 1,000.
Hello, everyone. It's Tomb from Tendrils back again. Session 46. We almost had to cancel this session because traffic outside is actually the worst. It is like I think the highway's moving at 15 to 20 miles an hour right now, and it took us.
It's still bad.
It was like a 20-minute drive here that took us an hour. It was horrible. So we're here. Crisis is going to be here too. He's coming back from the airport, so he was in El San Fran, so he's going to be a little late, and we'll forgive him for that. I'll just take it out of his XP. But other than that, I think we're wrapping up a little bit of leveling, and then we will get right back to it.
Oh. Decisions are hard. I also want to get my strength up because with my armor and my fancy arms, it's 80, and it sounds cool to get that up to 90. Dude, I turned into the Hulk. I have an agility of 24.
But only in your armor.
The Hulk is very fast.
That's true, actually. He was very slow, but very strong.
Hulk smash.
Cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
But you're right. It is just a minute.
Let's go ahead and get a recap going.
No.
Oh, Tanner.
What?
Looks like you've been doing it.
I did it last time.
Yeah, but I forgot pretty much everything that's happened.
It was all the witch stuff, and you were part of that.
I can recap if you want.
What's his face fell off the bridge.
Oh yeah. Crisis.
He almost
had
died.
A 12-meter fall.
Cheapers.
And went into 5 crit, was it, or something like that?
Yeah.
Like something stupid amount of damage. So that was great. That was fabulous. They spoke with the witches last session. The witches decided to prove their worthiness. They need to complete a task for them.
We have to destroy the negavolts.
They have to destroy the negavolts. And it's interesting that the witches have been keeping track on these guys for a while because they found Nagir, which is the cybermastiff that our past player Taka, that was her animal companion. And then one of the other things that we did before we wrapped up was we issued new divinations. And so the witches read the Emperor's Tarot for everybody in the group, and that was cool.
They read their what?
The Emperor's Tarot.
Their what?
The Emperor's Tarot, and I will stand by that. And it's tarot, I think.
Keep going. Sorry, you just made me think of something.
Oh, cool. And then we reevaluated the bonds that we issued when we started the campaign, and everybody got like a bunch of XP because we hadn't looked at it in a while, so it's fine. And so this session, part of the session, we'll be issuing some new bonds, which is exciting.
We got paid that.
You got paid a couple times.
Oh, dang, William.
Money.
Paying yourself.
And you got a pay increase because Rick said.
Oh no, I don't even remember how to calculate that.
You didn't put it on your paper?
I just wrote. I make a ton of money.
Ridiculous.
Whatever. I'm just gonna skip this pay increase.
Pages and sleep.
Fine.
You're having a day.
I am.
Did you get more psychic powers, Katie?
No.
You should get See Me Not. Sounds dope.
She can't. She can't get any more ever.
I mean, I could trade some out. No? You told me I could once upon a time.
Once upon a time, and you did.
What?
That was because you never used a certain power.
Okay.
I mean, if you brought it up and really wanted to, I might be persuaded. But currently, I would say that's not a casual. Yes, I can do that. But you've literally never used that power, so it would be mine probably. I'm angry.
You mean my spectral hands? Or without a trace? I used spectral hands once. Anyways, apologies.
You're very angry.
Are ya?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think for this current session, we're going to actually lead out right where we left off, is the word I wanted to say. Goodness.
And that was leaving the witches? Sleeping. Oh, I wasn't sleeping.
I know you weren't.
Sleeping is for nerds.
Ain't no rest for
Who's
the
wearing the
wicked.
glasses?
Wow.
Money don't grow on trees.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Yeah. So. Okay. So you guys just got done talking with the witches. They wished you a good night. Blah da 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 da.
Oh, cute.
Deco, Nagir seems to want to rest next to you. How do you
Okay.
feel about that?
That's cool with it. He's a good dog.
That's cool with it.
That's cool with it.
That's cool with it. Okay.
Sticking with it.
Perfect. So yeah, you fall asleep and you're having a very restless sleep. There's turmoil in your dreams, and you start to do something.
Yeah.
We literally just started the session. If you would like a quick recap, we can cap the read in like 5 seconds. We're leading out right where we left off, still with the witches, and everybody's going to sleep.
All right.
Feel.
Crisis goes with it.
Perfect. So Deco, you begin to have a vision, and your thoughts have been on the tomb recently, or the ruins, I should say. And you've been quite bothered by the green energy and things that you saw, and this vision repeats itself to you, and you watch your team go in, do a perception test and see how well you're paying attention to this vision.
I'm paying attention.
I'll give you
Come
plus
on.
10.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
So is this... never mind. Oh,
Uh-oh.
not even close.
Okay. Yeah, you watch these men that look like they're dead come walking, and Joss dies.
Aww.
Oh.
Womp
That's not good.
Do another perception test.
She doesn't deserve it.
Plus 10.
If I have awareness, like plus 20, does that go
Yes.
into this too? Okay.
So it's a plus 30 for you.
There we go. Killed it.
it.
Cool. Yeah, you look around and you see Titus fighting bravely and Crisis lighting things on fire. You see the sisters, and then you look out. Oh, and you see Thaddeus, and he's got his like handful of servitors, and see Helena, and she's like stabbing everyone. And you just look out in this valley, and there's gotta be over 10,000 of these different soldiers coming at you guys, just slow marching, and they're just shooting these green beams, and people are dodging, and stuff's flying everywhere, and debris and whatever, and you guys are very powerful warriors, and so you guys are killing dozens, hundreds, and dodging the energy blasts that come your way when Talia dies.
Oh no.
Turns to ash. More of these soldiers die, and you watch this person come up on the edge of a ridge by a tower that's sending green energy into this orb that's collecting in the sky, and he raises another orb, and he goes like this, and you just watch these soldiers stand back up.
Oh.
And 2 more sisters die. Titus dies.
Oh.
You get your leg blown off.
Ouch.
You hit your head on the floor. And you're watching these people like slowly just continuing to march. And as they fall, more rise. And And you look around and you're like, we're all alone down here. We're gonna die alone, kind of thing. The last sister died, and the soldier comes up and he looks at you and vapes you in the face.
Nice.
And
Right.
You as well, like you saw the great frustration as your team fought, and just the desperation, and you just had the thought that like it didn't need to be that way. So you wake up, and you're still in this central chamber, and everybody's sleeping and whatever else. Do a sense presence.
Got it.
Dark presence in the corner. Something's watching you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's creepy. It's the lizard. It's the lizard. How far away is it from me?
About 10 feet.
Oh,
I'm gonna shine my light at it.
Isn't Nigeria there?
Okay.
I just woke up.
You're just your flashlight. You don't need to take a test for that.
Yeah.
You see this figure just kind of crouched, and it's got its limbs like kind of wrapped around itself. And you see this faceless figure, and it just opens an eye, single eye, and do a willpower test.
Is this for fear?
Just a plus 10 willpower test.
All right. I killed it.
Cool. Yeah, this person, like I said, like snaps and whatever, it like goes to stand up, and it's like 8 feet tall.
Deepers.
It's the Master of Keys.
Oh my gosh.
It's your
And he
old
just starts
friend.
to walk towards you. His knuckles are dragging on the ground.
Ah! Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tap on Nagir while I'm still looking. Trying to wake Nagir up.
It sees you doing that, and it looks back at you, and kind of like glares. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's doing a transforming gaze. So you take 10 damage.
Shoot!
You take 10 damage and 6 corruption points.
Oh, that's not good. Oh shoot! I'm above 30 now.
Yay!
Okay, sleeper.
Do you
Don't
take
watch
any
that
wounds
anymore.
though? Don't worry
it's
about
actually
the
more
corruption or
like-
anything.
Okay, 10 damage.
Yeah.
is there penetration?
6.
No.
I take 1 damage.
Okay.
Can I do something now?
Nope.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Oh.
hit him with Force Lightning.
Okay.
See if that does anything.
No.
You will die. Oh, 29 plus 7, 36. 8. Where is it? So the threshold for that is 14. Let me check real quick. Where is it? There it is. Every 5 points, which you... Okay. So 10. So I hit him with 3 lightning bolts.
He will choose to use an effect called manipulation, and he will interrupt your turn.
Oh.
He, as you see the light gather in your hand, in your peripheral, something catches your eye, and it's him, and he smacks you with his giant roll of keys. And hits. And try to dodge. Which actually, do a minus. Well, it's a fear rating 3 test, so minus
No,
3.
I'm immune.
You're immune to that?
Uh-huh.
Cool. I thought you were, but I was like, I better check this.
Years.
Are you gonna try to dodge?
Oh, yeah, I am.
It's not really.
I got dodge
No,
plus
right now?
10, I think.
Learn.
Whatever. I'll roll it and see that after.
Hate it.
Yeah, I dodge.
Okay. Cool.
We are all in the same room, right?
Yes.
Does it make sound?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Is he in like a cone of silence right now? Is that?
What is that from?
In fact,
That's my hurt.
he gestures, and you look, and there are 2 more just like him in the room.
Ew.
Oh my gosh.
And one of them bends down.
Excuse me.
One of them bends down and takes a key and puts it in Joss's forehead
Gosh dang it.
and goes.
No!
And you see her neck go. Just, she's just limp.
No!
Sorry, Joss. This is how you die.
No.
I was just doing so okay.
Now we do an initiative test. My 3 to you.
Wait. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, shoot. I did that wrong.
Wake me up.
7 plus agility, right?
Yeah.
And then what are those? Hey, man, brother. So I think I got 11.
She got kind of knuckle. Oh.
You're in middle school.
Nice.
Okay. So my
I love those.
so it's I get 1 yours and then I get 2 more.
Okay.
And just so you're aware, they have a that skill manipulation. So once a turn, I can interrupt your turn.
Once a turn.
Each of them.
So when I go, you can interrupt it 3 times.
But he'll be able to continue his turn even after being
You
interrupted.
get your turn,
Yeah.
but I can choose your order.
What do you mean?
So in the round, so I failed my initiative with 2 of them, and I can choose to go before you.
Oh.
And then next round, if I want, I can choose to go before you, or I can make you go first. It's
Okay.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because
Let's do it.
because they exist in this weird fabric of reality.
Wibbly wobbly.
I have something that can destroy them, but it'll kill everybody.
Do it.
No! Shush.
Cast them into the
You're
fire.
a
All right,
guy.
so he's gonna do.
I just really
What's his side rating? Should be stupid.
Yeah, so you can die like 3 times.
Don't make me burn any big points.
He's 120.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
This isn't a fair fight.
120
That's
health.
great.
I just want to beat you up.
I don't know what his side rating is. Oh, it's 8. Okay.
Wow.
All right, he's doing mastered telekinetics.
Oh, yucky.
I got it. I actually need all my dice.
Oh, sick.
So, Deco's gonna die. It's fun.
What else was he supposed to do?
Here I was ready to bond with him and stuff.
20.
Oh, man.
It's okay. Crisis didn't die in the vision, which means he's not going
I was about to say that. I'm like, I don't know what happened to Crisis.
Yeah.
He bailed on us. It's like,
He's like, we're
none of
not
this.
gonna win this.
So I got 65 which actually I gotta put in my willpower.
Holy crap.
32. Oh my gosh. So I got 97. And so it's every 9 points over that I overbleed. It's an additional D10 damage. I needed
I can dodge
18.
that.
So 7 dice.
Holy crap.
70.
And I think it's just D10. Is it D10 toughness damage? Is that what I'm reading right?
What is it for?
I think it attacks your toughness.
What is you attacking with?
He's doing that second power.
Which one?
Master of telekinetics.
Oh, I hope it doesn't attack my toughness.
I
Deco,
don't
you
see
don't deserve
that.
this.
I'm gonna
I'm
die.
really sorry. I don't know what's happening.
Me either.
It's really stressful.
Oh. This is one out of the other handbook. All right, so yeah, it's just D10 damage. All right. So 10. 22. That is 54 damage.
All at once?
Dead.
Yep.
All right.
Then I'm dead, yeah.
Cool. This is perfect.
Ah,
So, yeah,
Hold on,
he
I'm dead. I
he-
just disappeared.
he hits you. He just goes, and you just like fly across the room into the wall, and you feel your back break, and your bones just like as the force is holding you there, just like just everything snapping slowly, and he just holds you there, and looks back at your friends, and these other two are just slowly going to each person, and killing them in different ways.
Oh,
And,
yuck.
And Titus, they decapitate him,
Nice.
good.
and Crisis, they
No.
flay him.
No.
Which actually-
Oh,
That's
they,
impossible.
They ignore Titus, but they flay the sisters.
Oh.
And
I know you are.
and Thaddeus, they rip all of his mechanical parts off of him.
Sick.
Oh,
And
no.
you get to watch as like they unravel his intestines and spread them in a circle around.
Can
you.
I do anything?
Yeah, you're dying.
Yeah, you're super gone.
So wait, just to clarify, did they ignore Titus or Crisis?
Yeah, you
And
kind
he's
of.
they ignored it.
Okay,
So,
because you
Wait.
said Titus, but it was me.
You did.
I meant you.
Okay.
Um,
Because you're so pure.
and you notice
So
the
you're dead.
everybody they kill they leave with a keyhole in their head.
Hate it.
Oh, and actually, so the ones that are still alive are Crisis, Ava, and Nagir.
Interesting.
And so that the corruption points track those separate, but you do gain D5 insanity.
Welcome to.
3.
What
What was that?
Welcome to.
What are you laughing at?
He's only got 3.
This
That was
person-
a low number and you seems.
This person lets you fall to the floor,
In a heap.
and
Not that insane anymore.
he comes over and knits you back together,
Oh, what a nice guy.
and it's very painful. That's
Oh,
why you're gaining insanity. And he stands you back up, and their eyes open, and they stand up and look at you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still sleeping.
All right, so here's the objective. You two are going to fight him.
Me?
What?
Him?
You two are
Yes.
fighting.
I want you to attack him like all out, like kill him dead.
Uh-oh.
You want me. We're fighting Deco.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, do we have to roll for who goes first? Like
Yes,
initiative?
Yeah, do
It
initiative.
won't be me.
I got 11 again.
I got a 6.
Plus.
Agility.
Yes.
Okay. I got 11.
Oh, we go again then?
What did you tie?
They
Yeah.
both rolled 11.
Okay, yeah, roll again.
I got a 10.
I got 10 as well.
Oh my gosh. Stop it. Okay, got an 8.
One.
Are you serious?
Wow.
One more time.
Oh.
That'll do it.
I got a 10.
I got a 5.
All right, so yeah, you see Joss. What weapon would you choose?
Probably my eviscerator.
So yeah, she pulled out her visor and goes thud on the floor with some sparks, and Titus just stands there and clenches his fist, and they just glow blue.
Yuck.
Dun, dun.
Alright.
And your move.
I'm gonna dominate him.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not into that, but alright.
I'm like a
Your
dog.
sister says
I am in
otherwise.
control. Alright, I'm gonna use the
Yeah.
psychic power dominate on Titus.
Do it.
See, there's you.
Let's see, 2 9.
I rolled 2 9s.
Oh yeah.
24. Yay!
Got it?
Yeah.
You lucky fuck.
It's not
So do you want me to roll those psychic phenomena now?
Fire?
Everyone
Yeah,
dies again.
I'm pulling up the.
Thank you.
Okay, first one.
Yeah.
Oh, first
Look.
one's nothing. I'll roll the second one with these ones. Oh, that one's also nothing.
Time to work with it.
I gotta pull this up and then we can.
Hey,
I just rolled them both.
what are you doing to me?
He's trying to dominate Jeff.
Oh, I think you did it.
I
really want
make
something
you do
weird.
something.
You did it first.
I'm so glad I was unconscious for all of this.
Thought I was not.
You took it that
I had this
direction.
dream and I had to dominate him.
All right,
I
make your
didn't
first
say
roll.
anything.
That's
Crit 4.
Warp echo for a few seconds. Voices and other noises cause echoes regardless of their surroundings.
And then
Oh, no.
crit 6.
Time dilation. Time slows ever so slightly. For the Psyker, you cannot use reactions until your next turn.
Oh, that sucks.
Whoop.
I get for.
Carry on, my wayward son.
what is going to happen to me?
Okay, so I dominated Titus. I'm going to continue to use that phrase. So now we do an opposed test, pitting my willpower against the targets. If I succeed, I control Titus' body as if it were a puppet.
Ooh, puppet.
There you are.
What?
For as long as the powers remain active, you may divide up your actions between yourself and your target.
Cool.
Shoot, this is fun.
What do I have to do?
Willpower
I have no
roll.
idea. It's just opposed, so whoever rolls lower
Yeah.
wins.
Well, I'm assuming it's by degrees too. So like,
No, yeah,
if it passes by
degrees
like
don't do that.
6 degrees, I'm out of luck.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
I go-
you make a willpower test,
Uh,
and then according to your degrees of success, they play into each other.
Okay.
I need you to roll like a 90.
I rolled a 75.
Are you gonna fake point that?
No, I mean, oh wait, I might have to.
You might not have to have a willpower of 30.
No, my willpower is 73.
So you didn't pass, but if I fail by like a
But if you
ton, I
fail,
still
it's worse.
lose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel worse.
I did fail worse.
All right.
Cool.
I'm a puppet.
So you pick up Titus's head off the floor,
Oh.
stick your finger in his nose, and like his
Oh.
brain. It's like,
Whoa! What are you talking about?
It's Egyptian style.
That's
It's a
how you're
necessary
taking control.
component.
Oh.
Well.
What?
I'm just kidding.
No!
don't
I
You guys
stopped.
are
I
Egyptian.
quit. I don't
What
want to
are
play
you
anymore.
With his eye.
Oh. I had someone do that to me.
Yeah.
He tries to all the
It is
time.
Anyway,
Yeah, no,
let's
he
go.
tries to all the time.
What do you want to do?
Titus is gonna punch Josh with his fist.
That's real.
Okay.
This is great because it would be a surprise attack, so you can't.
That's not true.
Hit
I
audio,
have
but
rapid
no
reaction.
surprise.
Oh, no surprise for you.
No surprise.
I will.
Just so you know, when I control you, all your stats are -10.
Oh, well, alright.
I know.
I'm punching you.
I'm not really gonna lose, right? Am I?
Well, if you lose it, you lose it.
Can I play with my
Oh,
fist?
super better.
What'd
Okay.
you get?
I roll a 10 to hit.
Okay, hold on.
Are you gonna use your power fist to disarm him?
Yeah. Can I do that with?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
He rolled a 10, so I don't know how that affects anything.
You have to roll 30 better.
What?
Just to take his power and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
otherwise
I
you
won't
just
be able
like-
to
But
do
if you
that.
pass, what happens
Then I can
is
at
you
least not
grab
do
his
it.
fist and throw
Yeah.
him
But he rolled a 10, so she'd have to roll -20.
What's
To
the-
take it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you succeed?
Well, I did succeed, but I didn't get better than a 10.
So my fist still flies away.
Yeah, so she knocks your fist off.
Seems like bad
I see.
craftsmanship.
I'm like, hey,
I think that needs to.
I'm
stay
just
on.
pretty.
You're being
cool.
dominated. You're at -10, so you're just like, ooh, I am not Thanos. You can take my gun.
Mhm.
Alright, Joss, your turn.
Yep.
I'm done.
Ooh,
I don't know if
I
you can do
would like
anything.
to use.
I don't know.
I think you have to sustain the power every turn.
Yeah, but I mean, next turn, like, I think you're frozen.
Oh.
Nope.
Why?
Okay, it says, for example, on your turn, you may spend a half action to fire a las pistol, and then for your other half action, order your puppet to fire his bolter.
Using his armor.
Yeah. Both of you can attack.
Mhm.
Dun 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 dun.
What's the first thing you do for reaction?
What? Okay. Yeah.
Just go all out.
Just to face
Yeah, you guys
the
gotta go
murder.
all freak out.
You guys gotta destroy
I
me.
don't wanna.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I will invoke Spirit of the Martyr, and then
What does Spirit of the Martyr do?
any damage that I get,
Should have dominated. I mean, controlled Jones's
I
mind.
add
Yeah,
my
you chose-
strength bonus to it.
Wrong.
No, toughness.
That's okay.
They're the same. So either way, +4.
Cool.
And then, yeah, I feel like I would probably just use my sword and try to like chop it down.
Says already off.
Oh, you're right. That makes it so much
So
harder.
stab down into the open wound.
Yeah.
Oh, sick! So he's still capable
You're
of
like-
headless?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a.
No, he's up.
So Joss is skinless?
Ew, no, I didn't get flayed.
No, she just got a key stabbed in her head. And
Yeah.
Next.
I said.
Oh, my neck. No, you
He
wasn't
did.
me.
Your,
He
your,
said this.
your head's like at an angle and you've been flayed.
No.
Oh! I don't like
And
this.
does my armor do anything?
Well, yeah, it was psychic flame, so all your skin.
But you're still fully clothed.
Well,
I hate all of this.
It's all good. Keep going.
Okay,
get
fine.
'em.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just
Oh, why are you killing me?
well, you're trying to attack me, so I'm getting rid of you, and then
Then he'll just dominate you.
maybe.
Maybe.
Catch.
Is Joss working
You're all
with full
bringing up-
faculties? Is like Joss thinking this through?
Agreed.
Stop.
Dominates.
That doesn't help.
Scary.
Don't.
Only scary if you're.
Oh. Very weak mentally. Kind of confusing because it's like very smart, but very not capable of controlling his own brain.
How close?
Yeah,
was
it's
that
like-
to me?
Oh my gosh, guys.
You understand much? Huh?
yeah, all that.
I only had 2. That one was there.
I ate
I was already there.
How close?
But I also
am
haven't
to death
eaten all
row?
day, so.
Huh?
How close am I to death row?
Probably 12 feet away.
Like a hop, skip, and stab away.
Well, I can use what is it? Either hard target or precise blow. I just really got these.
Precise blow is the one that lets you shoot. I just looked at that one.
Right.
Oh, I got it right here.
Thank you.
No penalty for attacks against.
Do you
It's a
have
call
target?
shot one.
Okay.
Do you
I
have
have-
hard target?
Yes. I have
Then you're
hard
just
target.
going -30 to hit.
Okay. Well, but it also said that I get something. Oh, when I run at them, that's what it
I'm
is.
gonna get orange juice.
And it's for gunshots only.
Hey, if you see more of those veggie chips, you should bring them.
Yep.
Cool.
I just does that though. I'm just gonna make.
I'll
a cool
try to
gun boy.
melt a gun.
We don't have any good.
Why are you down?
Get
Go for it. Shoot me.
I definitely don't.
You have a +30 to hit because you're close range.
Yeah, I rolled a 92.
Ooh.
Not today.
I don't know your close to is.
It's a 43.
You want to pick one?
I guess I can.
You have like a million of them.
Yeah, I got that one. With my
I can't
plus
dodge
30.
it.
And she can't dodge. Or he can't dodge.
Yeah. So, I get you. Wait, hold up. What is that? It's 2d10 plus 4.
Oof.
And 19, 12, 10.
19 with 12 pen.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm dead.
How many wounds do you have?
He took one away. Did he heal me up all the way after he wrecked me?
We're gonna go with this. You're good.
Okay.
So
This took a long
she lights you up.
for like half a turn.
Yeah, she
No, it's okay.
she lights you up and through the fire like as you collapse. She walks up to you and looks at you through the flames.
Flames.
And her hair catches fire and stuff all around.
Yeah, I killed him again.
And
Yeah, times two.
she says,
Die.
Rhyming is funny.
she says, "This is what happens if you fail."
Ugh.
And then, because her neck's so broken, it goes the other way, and her dead body flops down in front of you. And you wake back up again, and everything is fine. And Helena's sitting there. And well, actually, I'm not. You don't wake up. You're still laying there. There's still the fire, and you're just cooking. And you hear Helena's voice through the flames, and she starts comforting you. She's like, "No, this is just a dream." And she helps you stand up, and you find that you can stand, and you're no longer in pain. Your face went back. And she gestures to Jaws and Crisis. And then she gestures to Thaddeus. And then she gestures to Titus. She says, "They have some of the answers. Seek their aid." And you snap awake, and yeah, everyone's sleeping. It's really dark, and Nagir next to you is tense, and he's growling at a corner at the back of the room. And you see that your friends are alive and well. There's a witch sitting behind Echo in one of the little risers.
She's sitting behind me?
Yeah. Not ominously or anything. She's just sitting. And she's just playing. Not behind you. She's just sitting by the fire, and she's just playing with the firewood stick. And she looks at you and she's like, "You have no need to worry about him. His power is kept at bay here. Keep that dog close, though. He seems to have an affinity to sense that which should not exist in this world. The Master of Keys wants to open doors to chaos, be it as simple as two friends fighting, him taking hold of a soul, or causing the downfall of a noble house. And you're very tired at this point, so you're kind of like, huh? Take a power test to stay awake.
Alright, minus 20. We got this. Yeah, I killed it.
Okay, do you want to stay awake, or do you want to see?
I'll stay awake.
Oh, goodness.
I'm gonna ask, I'll say, how can we destroy him?
You can never destroy him. He can only be dispersed for a time, or chained.
Which would last longer, the chain or the disbursement?
Time doesn't mean anything to them. What, for you? I don't know.
Okay. Do you know how we could chain him or what we could do to protect everyone from dying?
Well, if he's following you around, he obviously wants you to do something. Maybe he wants you.
Nice.
Can you show me anything I can do to protect myself and my friends? I'm at a loss.
Looks like you've already been touched by him.
Yep.
Well, next time you feel your mind slipping and sense real damage, and when you are in danger, call upon the source of strongest power that you believe in for deliverance. And you might find you're stronger than anything.
Okay.
And then you lost it.
There we go.
Cyrus,
Yeah.
you were never asleep.
I was never asleep.
Here's some through the pages of the book.
Yeah.
Ah.
Just studying. First time you really noticed, but there's like 3 pages missing from the book.
Oh.
You can't really recall if they were ever there.
Huh. Could I discern what might have been there by the page before and the page after, or is this book too weird to even guess?
Forbidden Lore Demon Host.
Oh, fine. I can do
Well,
that. Oh.
Yeah, I will require that, and then a Forbidden Lore Warp Test as well.
I actually don't have that one.
Or, what do you got? You have something. A cult.
I do have a code, yeah. Yeah. Great. Actually,
Ah.
I'm going to say no to that failure.
Oh, here we go. This is it. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah. Ooh, I feel even worse.
Oh, what the heck?
191.
You have no idea.
This book is weird.
Blame the book.
Looks like Douglas having a rough night, too. He's been tossing and turning. He was cried out at one point before sleeping quietly.
Shot lightning in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Cool. Only more characters.
Oh, boy. Ooh, yeah. Man.
What were they up to?
They were actually. No,
Somebody was just pushed out of the.
Oh, yeah.
There was
I don't
a
know
distress call.
That's right. We got sent away for.
Wow, it's been a while since I pulled out these puppies.
These puppies. Only war.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
There are 2.
What are you going?
And you guys are flying in the gun cutter.
Sure.
Rising up out of the world portal and flying across the top of the forge wall. And Mr. Astus,
That's you.
you're restless as always and angry.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a little scuttling noise sounding from one of the Acolyte quarters.
I hear scuttling, huh?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Something gets knocked over in one of the rooms.
I'm gonna go check it out. Pull out my handy dandy special las gun.
You open the door and there's an engine seer in there.
A what?
An engine seer tech priest.
Oh.
And he's busy picking up some stuff.
I'm gonna say, what are you doing?
And he looks at you and he looks confused. And he's just assisting.
What do you mean?
My name is Engine Seer Hammett Neal, and I was sent to assist Vaccine from Inquisitor Alvis. Who are you?
Wait, pause. So this dude is on the ship already?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was sent to co-pilot for Vaccine. MPD.
We're the guard team that's been called in to help rescue our acolytes. So you're here to help, huh?
Yes, in any way I can. Want them to where the ship would be moving so soon.
Yeah, we just had an emergency come in.
What's that base for?
Thinking, don't mind me.
Unfortunately, Faxon couldn't make it. He had places to be, I guess.
Place is not here.
Dreamy.
Oh.
Pass. You
Shoot.
deceive?
I think I do.
I believe in you, Castus.
I have
Blood for the
intimidate.
blood god.
None.
You
No, I
can,
don't have
use
deceive.
intimidate when it gets to the point where you're intimidating him.
Well, he has deceive,
Uh-huh.
so he just pauses for a second. And he passed.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I see. Well, I'm not affiliated with the Inquisitor at all. I'm just was just called upon from the Magnus.
Don't kill me.
Yeah, I'm just here to assist.
All right.
Where's Phoebe?
Oh.
Phoebe died. Oh wait, she's not dead, right?
Intelligence said
She did.
I have her mask.
plus 30.
Yeah.
Plus 30.
She's okay. So I'll just tell you.
Yeah, just
She's dressed as Phoebe, piloting the ship.
Right.
I'm a dude.
Dressed as Phoebe, piloting the
Oh
ship.
my gosh.
I'm gonna
She
say-
had her face on.
That's very common.
I think I saw Phoebe's clothes and I saw her with Choo Choo up there somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's gonna deceive him. I can trick Choo Choo. I don't know if I can.
Tech priest.
She is with Choo Choo.
You failed the screaming test. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just head that way.
Perfect.
No.
Oh my god.
And he walks past you into the pilots,
Wait, how close is the
Cockpit.
pilot's thing from there?
like 10 feet.
Oh shoot.
Oh no.
He walks up and
Oh no.
passes a perception test.
To see that someone's wearing Phoebe's
He
mask.
just looks at you and goes, and then he just sits down and he's just really quiet.
Yeah, he's.
And he just starts like working control.
He might actually be the smartest character in this entire game.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna ask.
Hmm. What would crazy bloodthirsty Castus do?
Oh no. No.
Do it.
I'm just gonna walk in and I'm not even gonna call her Phoebe. What's your character's name?
I know.
Surrey.
Surrey. There we go. I'm just gonna say, hey, Choo Choo, do you know who this guy is? Is Choo Choo up there? I thought he would be.
Oh, he was in the back.
Oh,
He walks in there. He's like, "Hey, Choo Choo, yeah."
Well, no,
Nobody's there.
He said Choo Choo was with Phoebe. Choo Choo's in the back.
oh, I thought he was. Never mind.
Just everything that you're telling this guy.
I know. I don't even know. I'm just.
Poor
oh,
guy's
it's
just
been
like,
so long.
Who is this person?
You know what? I'm just gonna walk into the cockpit. Is he there at the thing?
Just sitting down next to her, just working some controls.
Him.
Dude, full auto lasgun blast.
Oh my
Up
gosh.
Shoot,
close.
is that gonna mess up the ship?
If it misses him,
Plus 30.
Castus
Yeah.
is
You went plus
insane.
20.
what?
You went full auto, plus 20, so plus 50.
Oh gosh.
Sick. I'm gonna use. I got a 50, so I 5 degrees of success.
Oh gosh.
That's terrible.
Holy moly.
So when firing lasgun, I hit him. So that's already plus 1 degree. So I got 6 degrees. Oh my gosh, I have something called lasgun barrage. I can't remember all of this. Okay, so all of those are gonna hit him.
He can't dodge.
Yeah. So I roll for damage, and this is it's a hot shot lasgun. Oh wait. No, it's just a normal one, but that's okay. So full auto. Oh, it just is 3. That's fine.
That's
I guess I'll just put 3 bullets in his head.
So 7 plus 3 plus half my ballistics. So the first one does 13. Second one does 13.
Oh, hang on.
What's the pen?
That's important.
There's no pen.
No pen. Ooh.
Yeah.
Are they
Oh
wearing
no!
armor?
You know what? It's a hot shot las gun.
It's like 2-pin, right?
Yeah. Plus, it has something else. Let me find that.
Do
Sorry.
you need only war?
What?
Do you need only war?
I just need the stuff for hot shot, which I think is just in here.
Oh. Sorry, internet.
We don't get any polishing.
Okay. Okay. So I rolled 2 dice for my damage. So do you want me to re-roll that, or should we just consider the first one the 7? Because I rolled 2 7s in a roll.
You roll 2 and take the highest?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Okay. So the first one actually did 7 plus 1, 8, 11, and it has 4 penetrations.
So
11
11.
with 4-pin?
Uh-huh. No, 13 with 4 pen. 14 with 4 pen. Sorry, I'm adding a lot.
700 with 4 pen.
Okay. 14. Okay, next.
Ooh, I rolled a 0
Boy.
Oh no.
and a 7.
17.
So 17 plus 4, that's 21 with 4 pen.
Okay. One more. We'll do it.
I hope so.
Another.
That's another 14 4 pen.
Yeah, but is that going to kill him?
Not yet.
Okay, then I'm going to do a fate point.
Why? You have 6 shots to hit him.
No, it only shoots 3.
That's the max I can shoot.
Yeah.
I'll make it easy. And we'll say, because I didn't count out the 14 plus 4.
Oh.
Cool. So yeah, you fire into him, and he falls forward on the comms, and you just hear him. He sends out this blurt of binary.
Oh.
Do you have binary can't?
Do I have binary can't? I doubt it.
That's a fake skill.
I don't know what that
I
is.
have intimidate.
Or do you have binary?
I have
do you binary
intimidate.
counter?
I will yell at
I
that
don't know
binary
why
until
I would
it
have
stops.
anything binary.
Okay.
I just thought I'd look.
Yeah. So he does that, and then you hear the console go. Ring.
Oh no.
Transmitting to Inquisitor Malin.
Uh,
Help! I've been ambushed on this ship full of hostile traitor guardsmen.
Oh.
No,
gosh.
I will not live.
How did he have time to
The
transmit
ship's,
that?
the
Freaking
ship's
robots.
designation is XYT-14.
Can I cancel it while it's going out?
And then it says send.
Cancel!
oh gosh.
What did you do?
Castus.
We're gonna check his body for anything useful.
Oh my gosh.
It's got a power fist.
Holy
oh, sick.
crap.
Mine.
Much.
None of us can use it. Can Choo-Choo use it?
And he has Mechanicum flak armor that has 5 AP for all locations.
Nice.
It's
There you
faded,
go.
I
I
guess.
feel pretty bad. I'm just gonna say, listen. He knew we killed Faxian. He knew
Did
you
he?
weren't Phoebe.
He knew.
Well, yeah, you said. That's just ridiculous.
So what do we do?
Don't
You
say
just
that,
toss
we
this
just killed
body
Joey.
overboard?
Wait, how's your character? I want to go into this. How's your character really feeling about this?
Shocked. Like, out
Did
of
you know
nowhere.
this dude was aboard?
No.
You watched Faxian get shoved off the back, right?
I
Yeah.
think we all
You
saw
were
that.
there for that whole thing.
I was.
Yeah, and then the new person guns him down. How do you feel? And you are a guardsman.
I'm really confused. So I watched Faxian die. What was the?
There's just been a lot.
okay.
Yeah, there's been a
Yeah,
lot
okay.
going on.
I was-
Like there was the explosion,
Oh, and
Faxian's died.
Castus ordered you guys to fire on Faxian and like Phoebe and all them.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I
you know
didn't
there
know
was
who
a
they were.
terrorist. They had to die.
Exactly. No, I'm just like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm really confused
Mhm.
and shocked still. Like, be a shocking turn of events, like some random dude just comes and sits by me and then he's
It's like,
dead.
who is this? Ah!
Yeah. Well, probably, like, when the guy sat down, I would have probably been like, act cool, you know?
She's like, we
Like,
don't want
oh,
to do anything suspicious.
No! Don't be suspicious. And, yeah, you did the opposite.
Too late.
No kidding. So, yeah, bad call, man.
I know what to do.
Now we're wanted again.
No, I'm just going to say, listen, he was already sending out this message because Choo Choo shoved backs in on the boat.
Gosh.
So, just had to be done.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why was Fat
Hey.
getting shoved off?
Oh yeah, you guys hear gunfire.
Yeah. Like,
From where?
Castus must be doing something
From
again.
cockpit.
Oh, from me.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is like a big deal in the ship. Like
Yeah.
it's closed up.
Yeah, I would
We'll
go-
probably head over to the cockpit. I have my plasma. Yeah.
Can you imagine
Lug hands
discharging
it over.
a plasma gun inside a gun cutter?
Oh my god.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, we should have done
You
that.
probably see
Just
that
half
and
the
actually take a
ship
couple
disappears.
steps behind him. Like,
Remember
that
when he
way.
hit Phoebe with that?
Castus, why is there a
So-
dead person?
So yeah, how do you guys like you hear this and you go in and you can see into the cockpit. I don't know how far you are from him, and you see that dead slumped body bleeding out on the dash and oil's coming out of himself and the floor.
Is this an enemy spy?
would I? So I'm a cleric, and my dude has forbidden lore heresy. Would I be able to like
shoot.
look at this and be like, this dude's been acting really weird?
Go ahead and do a forbidden lore heresy test.
I rolled an 18.
Dude.
Oh no!
Uh,
You're just causing problems for
Let me do
everyone,
something.
aren't
I'm
ya?
just saying, I think my dude would be
Okay.
like, I've seen him
So,
murder a lot.
Let me do
But
something
they just-
weird. Just
Okay.
while he does that.
yeah.
I'm just going to think no one's looking, and I'm going to stick my fingers, like, in the oil and the blood and just...
Everybody's just like actually looking. They're like,
No,
what
the only person looking is this dude.
What
I mean,
the-
you know, I was looking at the body, just
I
like,
guess.
what's
Yeah,
going
so
on?
you saw.
Ah!
So as far as heresy, because in the Imperium, like guardsmen do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But-
I will say, because you're the religious leader of the group, you've seen some interesting calls.
Getting weird.
Just because, like in the casino, like shooting into the civilians standing there, like that was an interesting thing. And then, like the death of innocents, especially like an acolyte. Okay, here's one: the acolyte of the Inquisitor, which
I didn't think it was an acolyte. I thought he was...
Axiom.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
didn't
do you have
know that.
Imperial Creed? You
Yes.
should. Yeah, go ahead and roll that plus 20 on this tech creed.
Ooh,
What,
you
plus
needed that
20?
plus
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, so this is also an acolyte. You see the inquisitorial eye hanging on his.
Oh no!
He lied about not being associated.
Oh no!
So that's 2 dead acolytes, and that's like, phew.
Oh no! I mean, I don't even know. That's also
So you can.
Harold's dying at the moment. He's I don't know. I have critical damage 8 from something.
Oh, the plasma,
Yeah.
or the dog.
I don't even remember. I'm just like
Yeah, so you're wounded, like holding your wounds.
Holding your guts in.
Do you have deceive?
Jeez, I'm sure
How did
I
we
don't.
not heal you before we
I don't
left?
have to
Okay,
see.
do a
Do we have healing in this group?
do a fellowship test.
I'll do
And I'll give you a minus 10 to it to hide your reaction of the knowledge that you just got.
I mean, I don't have Medicaid.
I did pass.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh
What
no.
do you think?
I'm wondering what's happening. Like, do I recognize anything about this dead
Do you have
person?
Imperial Creed?
I have Creed, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Plus 20.
Okay. Let's see. That's off of intelligence.
Yards?
Do you have
Okay.
it as well?
Yes.
You can make the same test.
I
Cast
pass.
I get
pass.
Okay, so you both pass. So yeah, dead acolyte in the
Bad.
console next to you. Faxion was an acolyte.
Oh wait, what?
I
did
didn't
my
kill
mouse do?
Faxion.
That's true.
Yeah,
Choo
that's
Choo just
Choo
did
Choo.
that.
Choo Choo shoved him off. I didn't do anything.
Castus,
Well, it was.
why is there a
It
dead
was on your
acolyte
order.
on board our ship?
Listen, this
She wouldn't
guy
have seen that, but
was working with Mirari, who tried to kill our acolytes. We know acolytes kill each other all the time. We're just
I
giving
mean,
our acolytes the edge.
She heard the message sent out, right? Or sorry,
Yeah.
character-wise, he.
yeah.
But
You're just Phoebe.
Oh, Missouri.
Do a fellowship test -10.
Can I do a command test?
Oh.
I think that works with subordinates. Like I don't think it works on player characters. I was really disappointed to learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
So it
I
doesn't work on
I
them?
don't think.
I'd
Oh,
imagine.
I got a +10 to command and everything. You
I know.
bitches.
It's stupid.
There's a lot of strong language coming from
I'm
that.
sorry. Yeah, let me
Yes,
rephrase that. I'm
angry.
just gonna say, listen. Acolytes do bad stuff all the time. Just because someone's an acolyte doesn't mean they're outside of the reach of our God's will. If he wants to strike them down, we're the sword he uses.
Did you get an order to strike down this acolyte?
I worked with the acolytes before. This is probably the first acolyte you guys have ever seen. Which is true.
Dead. Well, we also saw Faxion.
Now,
And he's-
Faxion and this dude were working with Mirari, who kidnapped our acolyte Psyker and is doing all kinds of bad experiments. And there was demons there and everything. And this guy was involved in that. Demons bad, right?
How'd you learn this?
I was
Castus?
there.
Oh,
I was the only one to survive from my
I
last
see.
unit.
Suddenly pull out my bolt pistol. I just want it.
Do I have to
in my
roll
hand.
for this?
I'm not gonna shoot. I
So
just want to
you
have my hand
you've
on
used good role playing. So
Uh-huh.
I instead of giving you a -10, I will give you just a fellowship test.
All right, here we go. Oh, fate point.
oh,
Crits, all zeros.
all zeros.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait.
All zeros.
I-
Do whatever test you want.
No, hang on. So go ahead and do. Well, yeah. If you guys want, you can.
I think a crit 0 should be rewarded. I mean, like, he's our leader.
That is the first.
I think
crit
if nothing
zero I've
else-
seen.
I'm hesitant. I'm gonna listen. Like, okay.
Do a perception test.
My perception. Oof. I don't pass. I have one more fate point. What the
Oh
heck?
no.
Oh, I would have given you a +10.
Oh,
A +10.
A +10.
What's your perception?
It was a 34, so it wouldn't have passed anyway.
Okay.
And I just rolled a 99, just barely.
nice. Got the lowest and the highest.
You do a perception test as well.
Okay.
Out of fate points.
You can burn one. Keep going.
Oh, that's true.
Start burning them.
Okay. With the +10? Yeah, I pass.
Yeah, you did notice that his hand was tightening around his bolt pistol a little bit. But then you see his
I
hand.
let go though.
You see his hand like loosen on it.
I hand my weapon back to Lug. I said, looks like we'll be fine.
Well,
Man, that's crazy. Yeah.
I should do something with an acolyte's body, right? Like, this is basically like a holy agent, as far as I'm concerned. Right?
Governmentally anointed holy agents, right?
Yeah.
This guy betrayed all the vows
I mean,
that he made.
You know, Z was more
We're
than
just
willing to
dumping
fire
him off
into a
the
crowd of
boat.
innocents.
Oh, no.
So she's probably one of the people
Why are you
who's more
pushing
willing
it?
to accept what Castus has to say.
All right.
You're a jerk.
So yeah, you guys are. What do you want to do to dispose the body?
He said we're dumping it.
Just rip those clothes off. Don't
Are we
even let
dumping
him
it
have
or are we blowing
his,
it up?
his
I
special
can do-
badge.
Don't. We don't want to carry the holy symbol.
No, he betrayed them. We gotta burn it.
Burn
Oh.
it. Oh.
Oh.
I don't know how to react anymore.
Wait. Should we burn it or should we burn him?
I'm gonna use my fate point just because this is too funny. I roll an 80.
Roll a 99! $1,099.
Oh shit! I think I super failed. So like maybe I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
like-
you're supposed to do.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just like you're just like it was a holy
He
artifact.
corrected it, I guess. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what we are supposed to do. I have to check my books, but sure.
We don't know the answer, but we can find the answer. Okay, cool. So, Choo-Choo, he's still in the back, so he's whatever.
Come here, Choo-Choo.
Choo-choo, throw him out the back.
Yeah, he comes in.
Say, Choo-Choo, we're gonna take off his clothes, like his armor and his weapons and stuff.
Make sure you clean up the
I
mess.
really want his power.
Get him
Gonna
off
keep
out.
his helmet.
Of course, Choo-Choo.
Choo-Choo
Hey,
gets
what?
helmet.
I'm gonna tell Choo-Choo he's my loyal comrade, and I'm thankful for him always supporting me. Choo-Choo, I'm glad that you support me. These difficult things we have to do for the God Emperor. So I'm gonna dip my hand in this dude's blood and just give him a little handprint on
On his
head.
face?
Yeah.
And Choo-choo's like, what the?
What's
This
happening?
dude is doing some creepy stuff.
Yeah, Castus, you...
Yeah, Choo-Choo and the face doesn't like to be touched. He goes, poof. Like, I'm gonna do a strength test. He slams into the bulkhead like, no!
Wait, can I fellowship it to see if you'd accept it?
Yeah, well, kind of already did it.
With him?
Yeah, you just.
But wouldn't you have some more trust with Castus just because of
But
their
you
history?
like poked his face.
Yeah.
But
I
it
don't
was
know.
like,
Kind of a
okay,
simple
maybe I didn't
guy.
know. It's
Well,
whatever.
okay, willpower test.
Willpower test?
That's a nice.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can decide to dodge if you want.
Alright, I got step aside.
You probably won't take damage if you fail.
What does step aside do?
It lets you dodge twice.
Oh, I rolled 62, so I get hit.
So you can dodge again if you want.
Or
98.
not.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is happening?
He goes boom into the bulkhead. Do a toughness test.
Yeah, I passed that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you don't like faint or anything, but you're just like, and he's like, and he's just like it's still on his face, but it's like a really smeared handprint.
I'm like, I'm sorry,
It
Choo-Choo.
like gets in his eye. And he's like, no.
I'm gonna say, Choo-Choo, chop! Command. What does that go off of fellowship?
Yeah.
No?
He, I crit fail my willpower again. He turns around and runs. So he's just like, no. And
The
he
ship!
runs past you, and Lug is like, whoa, and he goes straight into the door on the back, and just out. And it's like, oh.
Alright, I'm still gonna slap this handprint on his helmet.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go put the helmet on him and then put the armor and the power fist next to him.
Next to Choo-Choo?
Yeah.
It won't fit.
The power fist or the armor?
Oh, yeah. It won't fit.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a symbol.
Alright, whatever. That's
Oh,
okay.
God.
He has the helmet. Alright, let's toss this guy's body overboard.
Did you want the power fit? Like,
Yes,
nobody else?
I want it.
Okay, she gets the power.
Yeah, she can have it. I can't use it.
I have my weapon.
The armor.
I don't have any of it.
The armor is 5 AP for bodies, arms, legs. The helmet Choo-Choo got.
I have 6 AP, so someone else can have it.
I don't know where dead dudes are.
Alright.
Yeah, that armor had a heretic in it.
That's true. We should burn all of it, except for the helmet, because Choo-Choo will be mad.
Don't make Choo-Choo mad.
He almost
Yeah.
destroyed the back of our ship.
You don't want the armor?
I mean,
You,
Sure, why not?
I was like,
I'll take
you
it.
respect the ominous eye more than anyone.
oh, thank you. Yes, I'll take it. What the heck? 5 instead of.
They're like,
4.
nah, I had a heretic in it, and you're just like, I mean,
I've already taken.
can't let the armor go away.
Space.
So, like,
Is there like an opening in the back?
yeah, the door that Choo-Choo ran into.
I'm gonna open the door
And
I'm gonna
Choo-Choo
drag
falls
this
out.
body over there and open the door.
And as you guys are flying up, like over the fact forum and stuff, like there's the towers that are still like rising around you and stuff below you.
Is there some sort of symbol that would people get branded into if they're traitors or heretics?
The only thing that comes to your mind is an 8-pointed star.
I'm gonna freaking carve that thing into him with my knife.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So he
no.
bends down, kneels next to this dude by the open gate, and is just like,
Oh no.
And I'm gonna say, for crimes against our God. And I'm gonna toss his body out.
I don't think you're even supposed to draw that.
yeah, it's like so bad.
I don't know.
Super bad.
It just came to my mind.
Yeah, I wonder from who.
Yeah. As you go to toss him out, his eyes go. And he, his eyes,
It's very bad.
His eyes open.
yeah, his eyes open, and he looks at you as he falls out.
This is a very. You did a very bad thing.
Did they all see what I carved into him? Where were you guys?
I mean,
I was
just
putting armor
watching it.
on.
No, yeah,
I was mopping up the.
I will say the armor is just like there next to your chair because you're piloting.
Oh, I'm piloting.
Oh, I don't know.
Look, get on this.
I don't know anymore. He's
Never
doing
felt
so. Okay, come on.
Yeah, Forbidden Lord Heresy.
This is too much. Oh, I failed still.
This is good. This is
You're
fine.
just like, I don't know.
I didn't learn any of this in the church.
talked
This
about
is very
this in school.
uncomfortable.
You never learned about the 8-pointed star? Like, what the heck? What kind of priest are you?
Yeah, I bet you didn't even know about Horus.
Oh,
That's like worse than that. Like when people say the name Horus
Really?
after the Horus Heresy.
I'm not even. I don't want to be here. He's giving me weird vibes, but he's in charge. I know it's like I'm leaving. I'm nearly dead. I'm gonna go lay down. He's overwhelming me in my poor state. I'm just gonna go sleep.
Oh
off.
gosh, this is terrible.
Oh my
this is
gosh,
so bad.
This
such
was
a
literally the
mess.
first line. Was just introducing that dude. In my
Oh yeah,
notes.
we're about to die. He just sent out a message.
Oh.
We'll see what happens.
Oh,
Past
true.
this.
I was confused. I didn't know what to
You
do.
get a call on the comms.
Do I answer?
That's your job.
I'm in the back.
Yeah.
But he just sent out a message saying we were bad people.
You are crunk right now. I'm not there. I'm sleeping.
The orders that had come through were to fly to coordinates 325-892, the polar regions of the planet.
That's what I was here.
And as you're going north, the comm pings.
Bing. Answer it.
Okay.
Bing. Tell him we took care of the heretics.
You want to talk to him? You're in charge.
Bye.
Beep,
Am I covered in blood?
beep.
Smiling.
What's
It's
the
like-
name of the gun cutter? Did you guys name it?
No.
Okay.
Phoebe.
Gun cutter class vessel. This is Valkyrie Team 6-4, riding the Crow. We're supposed to link up with you.
To
Is
go
there a
in.
guard team aboard?
Yep, that's us.
Perfect. Yeah, this is Captain Gates. We're supposed to link up with you and head to Lux Arbor.
Let's do it.
Perfect. I'm sending you coordinates now. Follow us through.
Okay.
Cool. And as they're flying, Gates says the Gene Stiller cult have eliminated forces protecting the glacial water supply that is mined for the nobility, and they're hunkering down there. So we're supposed to run a recon mission and discover what they're doing, and then connect back with High Commander Jethro Mullins.
I like the sound of that.
Cool.
And kill as many of them as possible, right?
No.
No?
Just a recon mission, and then Mullins will inform us what our next steps will be.
All right. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, keep going. We got stuff.
What's up?
I was gonna say, I just realized my dude has a book of scripture. After all that, could I just be like reading through it?
Yeah.
It's too weird. There's too many things. That's just what I'm doing while I'm resting. Then, like, I'm looking for.
It's like, oh, look at this. This is, oh, that's bad.
He burned the symbol, and he drew the star, and he shot an acolyte,
Do I
A
get
lot.
any more corrupt for doing that?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh.
You know what? You though, I will give
Oh.
D10 insanity. D10 minus 2 insanity.
One insanity.
So
I have one.
I was
You know
like,
what? I'm gonna change
negative.
that. Just say D5. So just take 3.
Okay, that's
3 feels good.
that feels good.
Cool.
3 insanity.
It's because you're
Pretty used
conflicted.
to it.
I'm very
You're comfortable.
disturbed.
I feel totally fine.
You're like, all right, happy crew, nice coffee, like open door, dead dude down there.
Good day.
Great day.
Great day.
Oh my gosh! Just out of game, what did I just release onto the people below? Did I just?
Nothing.
So he just opened his eyes before he went down.
You don't know if you opened them or not. That's what your character saw.
Boy.
Okay.
He's just gonna splatter down below. People might not even see the symbol.
Well,
Good
that's
thing I
also
don't worship
accurate.
Nurgle.
Not a cough or a
Children.
tapeworm.
Jeez.
Probably children.
Well,
Problem.
Oh, problem children.
Learn to read.
Someone was pointed at me.
Nice.
It's a problem for our acolytes. With a problem for our guards.
I'm sorry.
I was about to be like, I feel like the opposite.
Yeah,
No, I'm
but
the problem.
Titus is.
Titus is very much the problem.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the main PCs.
Oh gosh. What did you do? Cast this.
Dude. I'm just waiting for
Everything
Cass's
is
kill.
bad.
Cast this
it might
is
actually
gonna
be
kill
Cass's
all of
kills
our
all
other guards.
humans, not you.
You realize if Castus kills all of you, he'll just go assign him a new squad and
It's
start over.
true.
His reign will.
I'm just becoming more and more evil. Well, eventually, someone would see me and be like,
He will actually become the bad guy.
that
Sorry.
guy
That
looks
would-
weird.
funny. What is
Innocent.
this?
What a weird. Can you
Okay.
imagine that?
Have any of you ever read a Warhammer novel?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so in every Warhammer novel ever, you see on the cover, hey, like okay, I'll take the Gene Stiller Cult book. I'm reading the Forges of Mars trilogy right now, and in it they literally have like an Arc Mechanicum vessel, kind of like the one Cassix is working on, and they're flying it beyond the edge of the galaxy, past what's called the Halo Star. And weirdly, in the middle of this book, they put Eldar, and they just show up in these little spurts, and it's like this little bit of pepper on the story, too much pepper, and so it's so funny because we've got like this Gene Stiller cult focused story. There's this random like side plot of chaos just happening, and so I'm wondering, it's just like how long can that go? Because if he keeps making you guys recycle guardsmen, like there could be a point where his corruption makes him like demon spawn, and he's got like a whole gun cutter at his disposal, and who's for him to say, you know what, the Inquisition made me this way. They took me down into those research labs and got me corrupt. I'm gonna find them and kill them, and just solo mission. Like I'm gonna find the acolytes.
Well, because Traitor Guard are also a thing,
Oh
right?
yes.
Like,
Oh yes.
you could. No, I just imagine if you get any more corrupt, also as a stormtrooper, you're like a leader.
You know what? I'm just imagining that eventually, like, I'll realize I'm not worshiping the God Emperor and that I'm actually worshiping corn.
You okay with
Yeah, I'll be like, God Emperor wasn't that great anyway. Not right now, but
Not yet, dude.
Cool.
Wow, I'm excited.
I know. I just felt
I-
like that because he kind of like went a little bit last time that I was him. He kind of went a little crazy, you know, and like vaccine got pushed off, but I wasn't bad about it. And then I realized I was like, oh, this dude was with him, and like he's gonna tell him us. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, you were a bad roll away from me bringing down the entire ship.
Oh my gosh.
You got, so I want you to know, like, you rolled very well and everybody else rolled very bad, and that's the only reason this is still going.
I know. Oh.
It's like, I just want to see how many radical acts you can act on before, like, people are like, you know what?
This is bad. I'm gonna throw Castus off.
No.
Give him the Castus treatment. Throw him out the back of the ship.
Find his
Block the
belongings.
plague.
Alright, well.
Alright. Yeah, so it's like the next day, which is Titan. And they're like, alright, it's time for you to journey forth.
But what if I just want to go fifth?
Wow.
I don't know what the chocolate.
Nom nom.
And then I'm in The Incredibles too.
I haven't yet, actually.
Shame on you. Oh, they're not in it?
The witches lead you up a little makeshift passageway, and there's a hatch, and they open it up and walk out on the upside down, essentially head of the Titan. And actually,
Carefully.
no, there's a hatch in there, but you're in the upside down head, and it's like this command center. There's a bunch of like console stuff on this display, and there's like these glass viewports, and there's a giant kind of tube in the center of the room that's filled. Well, it's empty now, the glass is broken, but it looked like some sort of medical capsule or something. And actually, Titus just crit 7 on Architect.
Thaddeus.
And he walks by and he like touches the glass and he's like, and he like gets this nerdy shiver and he's like, this is where the Titan Princeps would control. And
We are
the
at the
adepts
head of
would
the Titan.
aid in the conquest.
You are a big nerd.
The king said I was gonna.
And he looks at you and
No.
everyone can be a servant.
Oh.
And just walks off.
Oh. Well,
Even you.
at least there's something he's passionate about. Good for him.
And they say, we will send you one by one up top. And the I don't have a title. The head witch. I don't know. The head witchstress
No.
has
Madam Witchstress.
she has some words for each of you.
Sauvignon Blanc,
Oh.
the witch.
All right, I want everybody to leave the room except for Crisis.
Ooh!
Go in that conference room right there.
Someone was in
There's
there
somebody
earlier.
over
We
there.
gotta do the munchkin walk.
Well then, go into the one down. That's it. I don't know.
Goodbye.
All right. So you walk up these like stairs out onto the top of this Titan, and there's like fog all around you and everything. And this lady stands before you with flowing black robes, and she has a hood that comes out and covers everything except for her mouth. And she says, "The Emperor knows you, Crisis. I know you know." And she says, some words that you find touch on exactly what you need to hear. And this is where I will reveal the bonds. And so, as you're pondering to yourself on her words, you think to yourself, I am the Emperor's representative on this dark world. I will look for opportunities to manifest his will among his children, and I will do this by 1. Calling for miracles, 2. Expressing his wrath, or 3. Issuing judgment. Do you remember which one you chose?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Crisis realizes that this world, they understand the flames of judgment, but they have yet to see the flames of passion. And he will bring that to them. So he's going to try and bring some miracles.
Perfect. As you continue to reflect, you recall praying about Deco. You had a dream about a lake, and Deco is drowning. When you went to pull him out, and as you tried to help, the lake froze and then turned black. There is something around him that doesn't want you near. It will shine the Emperor's light no matter the cost. As you consider Titus, you know he is a damned soul. Not a damsel. His demise is near. You must watch, wait, and Emperor God willing, you might just be able to save him. I think you chose all of them, right?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Upon reflecting about Joss, it's been an interesting journey. You came on call from her. She hasn't appeared to appreciate your company. You know that while she is cold to most, you wonder if that's an internal struggle, and if the God Emperor chose you to be the answer in a call to aid in her salvation. You know you'll do what you can. And the Sisters of Battle come to mind. And you've seen that they're weary, and they've walked like a hard road. You've seen Cascade weep in your presence as she's struggling to find out who she is. And you know you must help them try to live their life to the fullest, especially when there's all this doom and gloom. It's easy to get depressed. And Thaddeus, the weird middleman, has shown great skill, and he kills many things. And you've got this like idea as you're thinking about the previous people and what you know you must do about the flames of passion, and you have this idea taking root in your brain about a weapon. And Emperor willing, you might be able to get Thaddeus to help you forge that dream into a reality. And then just the new people in the group. You're thinking about Helena, the crazy frozen girl with the pointy sword, and she's not really of any concern to you, but you know she's close to Titus, and in order to save Titus, she might be able to help there. And this witch maiden, whatever, she calls to you, and she says, "Crisis. Now the next step is a leap of faith for you, and there's different like cables and like whatever hanging off of the bottom of the Centipede Titan that are now pointing skyward, and there's like this little spot where you can walk through, essentially this little teeny metal canyon, and it seems to drop out into nothingness." And she says, "If you trust me and have the courage and are worthy, this jump will be of no concern to you."
I look at her, and I say, when I came here, I was expecting heresy. It seems that the Gold Emperor works in many ways I still do not understand. And then I hop off.
Cool. Can you send in Deco?
Yep.
And hang out there with them until I call everybody back. These waits are fun.
Hello, President.
Hello.
I feel like I'm in the missionary interviews.
There you go.
All right, what's up?
So you walk up this ramp to the top of the Titan's head, and there's a lady clad in black standing there before you, and she says, "Deco, there are many trials ahead. You should do your best not to dwell in dark places." And she looks at you and she's like, "I know what troubles your mind. There are many persecutions of your people, of psychers, and these trouble you greatly. You must decide how you will face this." And some thoughts come into your mind. 1, do your best to make a better name for psychers. 2, punish those who would oppress. And 3, offer help in training psychers in need. And I think you mentioned kind of doing a hybrid of 1 and 3, right?
2 and 3.
Or 2 and 3. Really? Oh, that's right, 2 and 3. Which one is your dominant?
I would say the third one. But I would want, like, my idea, I guess, for how I could protect them is I'm not always going to be there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So just train them and get them just to gather together, you know? And that there's safe places for psychers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like a psycher gang.
Nice. Those exist. Okay. Cool. And she starts saying some other words to you, just like some advice, and it gets you kind of reflective. And you start thinking about crisis, and you're just thinking about that horrible dream that you just had. Like, Master of Keys seem to have no effect on crisis in your dream. Maybe he can help you overcome the great trial and save your friends. And you chose all of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And with Titus, like, it's just a concern. And you've researched into the book that Titus gave you when you were holding on to it. From what you've learned, it seems that Titus's body has been prepared to become a demon host. And you're not sure that he knows, but it doesn't seem like he would have issues with it. You're wondering if you can fix that and help him avoid eternal damnation. And I think this goes into your overall with helping psychers. Because it seems like he's just got these weird powers that just keep flaring. I'm not sure what to do there. Protocol is to turn him into the black ships, but
Not going to do that.
it seems like you might need more. And when you're thinking about these nightmares and these instabilities, Joss comes to mind as being the most stable among all of you. And surprising considering she's one of the most lethal. Probably the most lethal other than you. Like, I was thinking about that, like, you can do some nasty damage. But, I don't know.
She's freaking dangerous.
She's pretty dangerous. And she's never needed your help, but you have needed hers in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You have respect for each other, and you know that if you work together, your visions and stuff whisper to the assurance of great things. And with doubt and stuff, you start to consider the sisters of battle just as a whole, and they're trying to be more real. You've appreciated this since they've bothered you with their zealotry in the past. Just kind of how hollow they feel as people. But you're wondering if you can help them realize that they can be devoted without being so fanatical. That they can love the God Emperor without killing everyone for him or in his name.
Mm-hmm.
You've had your sanctioning. You've seen the way the psychers are treated who fail. They're consumed in the great furnace to power the golden throne and all of those things. And you still know that sisters are pretty zealous. Someone who's not very zealous is Thaddeus. And you know that the depths are not very, very fun. This isn't a fun place. This isn't a nice place to dwell. and you can see that wearing on Thaddeus. And you know that he's still a great aid to the team. When in the right mind, he can see ahead. He can see things before they happen. But his is on a mathematical and information-based standpoint rather than through the warp. And there's a stability there. And so you're wondering if you can help him realize that humanity can be a strength, so he doesn't end up forsaking his body for a suit of steel. Do you remember how Thaddeus was when he first came into the group, and he was quirky, he was spunky, and at the time he seemed to really know who he was, and now it seems like he's doubting that a lot. Or maybe it's not really a doubt, but something he's just forsaking. He's leaving. You think about Helena. Yeah, girl seems drawn to you. You're not really sure. You don't really know her. You don't know how to feel about her. You must evaluate her power and sanity, see if she's actually a good fit, let alone as your friend.
Mm-hmm.
She did help you out of the vision.
She did when I was burning.
And it's not the first time. And of the things that you've just reflected on, do you have any other thoughts?
I feel like that a lot of those goals interconnect, you know?
Like a little bit.
Yeah, like I can help, obviously, you know, Titus develop some control over psychic powers, and because Crisis seems to have some invulnerability to the master keys or whatever, I think he could help there. I think that would also be, like, I don't know a lot about Crisis, but this would be good so he could see, like, the demonic things that we battle. I don't know, good experience for him. And I think with Joss, she could help me with Titus, you know, not just in protecting him from getting possessed or anything like that, but also in, like, teaching him stability, you know?
Because she's so stable.
Mm-hmm. And I think with Thaddeus, I think that's just going to take some therapy. I just think, like, he feels like him almost dying, like that scared the shiz out of him. So he's surrounded by, like, undead bodyguards, you know, and he's, like, replacing all that. Like, he's just trying to live forever. Yeah. He could do that, I guess, if he wants, but I don't know.
He's already been alive for so long.
Yeah.
True.
He's going to miss out on a lot.
Cool. This witch calls your name, and you, like, snap back to reality. And she, there's, like, a bunch of cables and, like, rods and stuff that hang out underneath this head that's upside down, so they're sky high. And there's, like, this little metal canyon, this just teeny short one that goes out towards the front. And you walk over and look, and it looks like it just goes down into nothingness, like there's just clouds. And she looks at you and she says, "Your faith is strong, and your powers are strong. If you are worthy to pursue the task that we have asked of you, you will trust us enough to make the jump."
The jump off?
Yes.
You know what? I think Deco would jump because of everything that's happened, and he feels like he knows this is the course. So I'm just gonna hop off.
You jump off into the mist, and you bring in Titus.
Yeah.
And then don't bring yourself in.
And don't bring myself in. Big robot.
Deep, boop, deep.
Dude, these are really good, by the way. Like, these bonds are, like, top tier.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really did. I had some doubts on them, but I think they're going to be okay.
Perfect.
I'm interested to see what happens when, like, everybody starts discovering each other's bonds. And, I mean, you guys are going to have to pay more attention to them.
Yeah.
And I try to design them that way.
Well, because they're like, what's happening now, you know? So it's good. Good job, Cody.
Oh, thank you. These bonds were an idea that was given to me. If you get on YouTube and you look up Warhammer 40, or not Warhammer 40K, but if you look up Roleplay Dark Heresy, there is a group of people that did a couple sessions, not too many, but that GM introduced player bonds, and I admired those, and so I've used those in a couple of my campaigns since. Titus.
Hi.
You walk up these like step ramp thing, go out onto the top of the Titan's head that is upside down, and there's a witch in black up here, and you don't see Crisis or Deco, but she looks at you and she calls you by name. She says, Titus. We both know you are losing your mind. If it is to be that your end is near, how are you going to live out your remaining days? And some thoughts cross your head. Embrace the inevitable dark end, or perhaps finding the help you need, or 3 earning it up. And we discussed this a little bit. And you said you wanted a hybrid, I believe. Or was it 1 and 3?
Yeah, leaning more on 1. Like, I've been dead for a while, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe not an honorable death, but a good death, like a bang.
I'm gonna go out making sure I made a difference.
Okay.
And we'll just see how that plays out.
Cool. I believe with the bonds you accepted all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. And you felt fairly well about it.
Oh yeah. All of them seem pretty fitting. Did you want me to go through them, or?
No, I'm gonna go through them for you. Yeah. So she continues, and she starts saying things that cause you to reflect on your journey, and you have your thoughts turned to the people around you. You consider Crisis. He's really new for you. You haven't met him. You haven't been around him very long. You're still not sure about him, but he speaks many lies. These are a pain to your mind. You've seen the expanse. You've seen the darkness out there, and you know the threat that is going to overcome the world. But still, though, he's proved to be an effective asset to the team, and almost for that reason alone, and with your goals of doing some good, you think that he can play a part in that, and so you feel like you can help him continue to inspire the team, even though you know it's whatever.
It's just words.
It's just words. And then by the time your plans go into motion, it'll be too late for him, and he can go on believing the Emperor protects. Did you like it?
I love the way you did it. I never commented on it, but yeah.
And you think of Deco and the source of power that he is, and with that power has been sympathy. He hasn't judged you for anything, and he knows you killed his brother, like you judged him of war crimes, and you guys have been through a lot of things. He knows the souls that are contained within your body, and the amount of power you can call upon, and he still doesn't judge. And so you trust him, and you believe that he alone, out of all of them, can help you guys succeed in the future. And you want him to help you achieve your goals.
Yeah. I mean, the only other thing besides that is, and we were going to get to it, but like, Deco and Joss at this point are both people I would say probably the only people that care about at this point, if I was to care about anybody.
And Helene.
And Helene has changed, to be fair, but like, yeah, anyways.
Fair. Speaking of Joss, yeah, you trust Joss to be Joss. You know that she's the constant that you can rely on. You know her well enough to know that she'll never agree with you on your plans. But you feel like you can use your skills and keep her busy at the same time, and help help her so she doesn't have time to interfere.
I think it's going to be hard lying to her in particular, just because I do trust her. I do think that she's probably, like you said, the only constant here.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that what I'm doing is the only thing that's going to save this planet at the end of the day. And she'll hate me for it, probably. She'll even probably want me dead, but I don't blame
For
her.
the good of the tribe, right? And I mean, you know, she's an assassin. She typically teams up with Ava and Liara. She's very good at recon, and so you're fairly confident that you can keep her busy.
There's going to be a lot going on soon, anyways.
Oh yeah, yep. And speaking of which, the Sisters of Battle cross your mind, and as a collective, you just trust them. It's been kind of difficult being around them, and you're wondering, because initially they were very protective of Alvis's name, spoke very highly of him. Everything revolved around keeping in touch with him. And you're sure that the only reason that hasn't happened is since you're out of contact down here in the depths.
Yeah.
So you're wondering how strong the relationship is with Alvis. You know, if they can be trusted or eliminated or allowed to die, that kind of thing. Just whatever, you're not really sure about them. So.
Honestly, if they do get my way, then I wouldn't hold back.
Game on.
Yes.
Yeah. And you already know that Ava has spoken out directly against you, and that's offensive.
Yeah. She was ready to fight.
She was.
It just shows there's not loyalty between these groups. I don't know. I think sometimes they're just here to watch us, make sure we're doing our job. We'll see how long that lasts.
Mm-hmm. And even Ava was ready to fight Helena.
Oh yeah. It was
Brand new person in the group. They don't know anything about her.
It was an inch away. It was like that was the one time that I was willing to let it go, but especially after the last night that Titus had, that won't happen again.
Yeah. Well, and in the past 6 months, since your sister's woken up, even that has been kind of an interesting journey because it hasn't been often, but when the past gets brought up or different things, because she's still like her memory is hazy from the cryo chamber. She has random slips of memory loss and motor control and stuff. So she's teetery, but she's there.
Yes.
And she doesn't rest well either. She has nightmares similar to Deco. But you are kind of wondering about why like that's a touchy issue. And we talked about the healing wound thing. You're not really sure about that, but maybe getting some closure and leaving her like with answers.
If I could find a way to maybe set her mind at ease or just get her along in life a little better, then that'd be great. But there is a sense in Titus that maybe he's even done too much damage at this point. Maybe their relationship will never be anything. Not how he'd like things to end.
Just true.
Yes.
Cool. The witch calls your name again. She snaps her finger and snaps out of your thoughts. She says, "Thaddeus, I have something to show you." Titus. She walks towards the edge of the Titan's head, and there's different mechanical parts and cables and stuff. And they're pointing sky high because head's upside down.
Sure.
There's like a little parted area, like a little metallic canyon almost. And she walks up to it and she points. It looks like it drops away into nothingness, like you just see swarming mist. And she says, "Any fear you carry with you will be your downfall. Will tear you down. Your test, and a test for us as far as your loyalty, is to make the jump. Hold back and show no fear. Or don't hold back. Show no fear."
Yeesh. All right. I would hold my breath and take a step. See what happens, I guess. Rock.
I know.
That's it.
Um,
I've already fallen once before. I guess I would do the same thing mentally. Like, this is really how I'm about to die. I guess that's how it goes.
cool. You jump and vanish. Go ahead and send in Joss. A lot of people, lots of lacks of trust. Question. Hello. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hello. Cool. So you go up the stairs. Underside of this Titan's head is it's just there.
You gotta stop doing that action for other things. You know what I think about.
What do you think about? Oh. Cool. So, yeah, this witch, she looks at you and she calls you by name. Says, Joss, I know you don't trust anyone.
No one's really surprised that you know that. Look at me.
I wonder, and I know you wonder, if you all are going to live through this to see the journey to the end.
Look at them.
How are you going to deal with those circumstances?
Um,
And some thoughts come to your head. One, do what you can to strengthen the team, survive to better together as a whole, or to learn everybody's weaknesses and play them against each other. And three, eliminating certain drawbacks or people in the company you journey with.
oh, you want me to actually answer?
Yes.
Cool. Well, I feel like I have a sense of loyalty to the team. I feel attachments to them regardless of how trustworthy they are because we've been told to complete this mission and I'm planning on seeing it through to the end and I value a lot of their skill sets. But I also feel like as as problems arise, as people possibly become problematic, they might need to be removed.
Okay. So the thing that we had talked about was a bit of a hybrid between 1 and 3 with probably 2/3 1, 1/3 3.
Correct.
Cool. Perfect. And then you agreed to accept all of the other bonds as well, right? I believe so.
I was just looking at them.
I don't know if we ever really got to talk about it.
No, we didn't really talk about those ones. I think there were a couple that I said that would probably, I think I did agree to all of them, but I was prioritizing them in a different order.
Fair.
Than you gave them to me.
There is no certain word.
Right, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, so she starts talking and you get kind of reflective and you think of Crisis. Still kind of wary of this guy, this firebrand. You haven't seen him really help you guys and his speeches are almost like too rehearsed. So you think you need to find ways to test his loyalty and resolve. See if he's loyal to the cause before he can earn your trust. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to make any comments on these as you wanted.
I don't think that kind of says it all. Like, I am still wary of him. I don't feel like he's like, we haven't really seen what he's capable of.
Like he's held back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And I also don't know about his little field trip.
Sure.
So I really have very little information about him. I think,
Just been content to journey with the group, it seems like.
yeah, and because of his relationship with Captain Aberdeen, like, I'm okay with his presence, but I don't have a lot of, like, trust in or faith in him.
Fair. You find your thoughts drifting to Deco. Deco's really come a long ways in your eyes. He's no longer eating fake plants and speaking random gibberish to people that you don't know.
Or telling people secrets.
Or telling you all the secrets. So you value his opinion more, and for the most part, you trust his counsel. Counsel.
I know.
You need all the advice you can get, and so you feel that you need to counsel with him more to develop the team's success. And speaking of the team's success, you start thinking about Titus. You wonder if he really still makes a good leader at all. And he's obviously losing his mind, and now he's obsessed with demons. Your battle with him was really difficult, and you know he didn't even fight well. Like, he fought like a brute. And so you're wondering, like, what damage could he cause in full power?
Right.
And you know that the only way to really stop what he's doing, he needs the strongest intervention possible, even if it's a sword at this point. Like, he needs some big stuff.
Yeah, he's probably one of my biggest concerns for the group currently, just because he's got a lot more oomph with a lot less stability. And so I feel like I want to give him a chance. I want to hope that he can be okay, because he's been a useful ally to me, mainly because of his kind of unwavering trust in me. Like, I feel like I can use that to my advantage a little bit. But I've definitely thought about, like, opportunities for him to not just be in his armor.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that he's more vulnerable.
Interesting. And speaking of vulnerable, the Sisters of Battle come to your mind. These sisters are really going through things right now that they should have already dealt with, especially before coming down here, especially before becoming high-ranking acolytes for an Inquisitor. And an Adeptus Sororitas, like, you know how rigid to their code they can be. And you have faith in the God Emperor, and it seems like these guys are trying to fill a role that they're not called to perform because they're exiled.
Mm-hmm.
And this has really been kind of bothering you. So you're glad that they're realizing some things, but at the same time, this isn't a playground. This is real life and real role-playing life. And these people need to step up or step out before they get everybody killed.
Yeah.
It's kind of your viewpoint. So you're wondering if in your future dealings with them, you need to be more blunt.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. How do you feel?
I know Joss gets frustrated with them. It's like you said, they're not, like, their purpose is no longer truly to serve the God Emperor. Like any faithful, God-fearing person, like, that's what they're doing, but they're using that excuse to do some heinous, unnecessary stuff. And so I think, yeah, Joss is frustrated with that use of faith, and she also does get frustrated when they kind of step out of bounds. And yeah, so I think potentially being a little more firm with them could be useful.